I will not be silent. I will not be quiet. I shall speak truth to power, and I shall speak truth to ourselves.
I will not be silent. I will not be quiet. I shall speak truth to power, and I shall speak truth to self. My dearest patriots of Nigeria, I plead for your ears. This is very important, and I want you to hear me. There is something we must confront before we talk about saving this country, Nigeria. You see, there is no nation has ever liberated itself without boots on the ground. Digital activism is absolutely okay and good. Awareness is good. But you see, history is very, very clear. Nothing changes until the people show up in the streets and make the nation feel their voice. Protest is not rebellion. Forget the entire tactics the Nigerian government is using to criminalize protest. Protest is not rebellion. You see, protest is not also chaos. Protest is the highest form of civic duty. It is how citizens remind governments that power does not come from the throne. It comes from the people. And governments across the world every now and then seems to forget. And so it's important that the citizens find means to remind them. I want you to look at the history of this universe in its entirety. I want you to look at Tunisia. A single protest in 2011 sparked the Arab Spring. And it brought down a government that had ruled for 23 years. 23 good years. Despite what is happening in Sudan today, in Sudan, when the military refused to hand over power, millions marched. And the dictatorship that lasted for over 30 years or so collapsed. When you look at our beautiful South Africa, the apartheid regime did not end because leaders suddenly felt guilty. It ended because students, workers, unions, churches, and citizens flooded the streets until the world could no longer look away. The China that you see today with the entire communist ideology they have was brought to their knees when students said enough is enough. You see this world that we live in. Sometimes Nigerians wonder why they are highly disrespected outside. But there's one thing they fail to understand. The world does not respect countries that suffer in silence. The world respects nations that fight for their dignity. Do you have dignity? Is it worthy of fighting for? Or are you just a strong man when it comes to your fellow Nigerian? Or are you just bold and a digital warrior when it comes to your fellow Nigerian? Now, I want you to understand this. There are two kinds of protest. Two kinds of protest. There is a peaceful protest, which is the right to gather, speak, and demand justice without violence. And there is defensive protest, one that involves standing your ground when government forces try to silence you. Because if you think they are going to hand you your freedom on a platter of gold or silver or diamond or whatever you cherish, you are dreaming. Whenever they try to silence or intimidate you, there is something called defensive protest. Both are legal. Both are necessary. Both are part of what we are all enjoying today or hoping to enjoy in its fullest form. Democracy, my people. Nigeria is a country where people are louder online than offline. And you wonder why the government do not respect you. And then that is why the government will never ever get uncomfortable, because the government needs to always be uncomfortable for them to work for you. They fear our keyboards, but they have not yet felt our footprint. NSAS was beautiful, but it is important that for once in our entire lifetime, that Nigerians across all tribal lines gather, and let's see if this Nigeria is impossible to bring about a patriot in power. This is why the patriots of Nigeria exist. It's not just to speak, but it's to organize. Why are we here if we cannot organize ourselves as a nation, as a people? We are here as an organization to connect citizens. We need to connect citizens across tribes, states, faith, and all sorts of background, even cultic background. Take my word. To build one voice. One voice. So that the government can no longer divide us, ignore us, or pretend we are powerless. My people, now God that they use begona. This is vital. You see, this Nigeria that we are playing with today, we are going to miss it if it goes away. This is my call to you. Every single Nigerian out there, if you believe Nigeria can be saved, not by elections alone, not by waiting for a hero, but by citizens waking up and fighting for the country they love so much, then this is the moment. You see, I told some of my compatriots and I said, we are going to preach the gospel of patriotism as if we are preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. You saw how Christians were doing evangelism. That's what we are going to do. I invite you to join the patriots today. Join the movement. Join the conversation. Join the conversations that we are building. Because the day we unite in the streets, Nigeria will not remain the same. They will begin to fear us, because the only thing a divisive political structure fear is a united people. History is not made by those who complain. All this our complaint till today. Some of us don't they complain, we don't bomb Pikino. Some of us don't they complain. Our Pikin don't come meet us for a complaint. Some of us have never seen 24 hours electricity. And I'm speaking to millennials and then Gen Zs and the generation to come. Some of us have never seen 24 hours electricity. We don't know what it feels like in 2025, in 2026. For how long will these people continue to take advantage of this disunity? If you go on Twitter, your heart will break. People are beginning to make videos and create research centers where they are trying to study black on black hate. Because like I said to so many people, you see racism. I can fucking understand racism. I cannot understand for the life of me how a bloody civilian Nigerian who is from one tribe hates another Nigerian because they are from one tribe, but we are all in the same country. If there's one thing we are all supposed to defend, protect, and project to the world, our greatness is our country. Our great aboriginality, our country. We have failed Nigeria. I am one of the hopefuls. Are you? If you are, visit www.patriotsofnigeria.com and join the Patriots. Let us start these conversations virtually before we hit boots on the ground. Strategically, intelligently, diplomatically, and organized, like no other civic organization has ever organized in the history of our country. I greet you, my greatest Nigerian patriots.